Oh man, so is Phantom still on track to hit our technical price target of $2.75? And more importantly, what does it have to do? What does Phantom have to do to get back to all-time highs and hit our longer-term price targets? We're going to cover all of that in this video, but first, amazing news on Bitcoin. You know we have to cover Bitcoin as this is directly correlated to how Phantom is going to do. So we have to take a few minutes to understand what's going on with Bitcoin, and we've had massive news over the last 24 hours here on this candle, and you can see here on the hourly chart we have got the breakout that we wanted on Bitcoin. Okay, you will know that there was this long-term yellow resistance on Bitcoin, and I said that until we invalidate this, until we break out from this yellow line to the downside, then there is still some further downside risk. And you even heard me quoting 54,000 levels, because until we reverse this pattern, that was our next level of support sitting at the white line there, which you can see. So if I switch over to the 4 hourly, because you just see it a little bit clearer here, right here, you will see that this white line here was going to be our next level of support if we weren't able to break out. But you can see very clearly the last 2 4 hourly green candles there have shown that we've got a clean breakout. You can see that from these candles here, and we're reversing this pattern. Now, don't be surprised for Bitcoin to come back, test this trend line, and then head higher. But the key thing is we need to get out of this green box and head higher on Bitcoin. We're not fully invalidated until I see us getting out of this green box and creating, well, first we want to create a higher high. So let me just show you exactly where that is. We need to create a higher high here. Okay, so this 60,000 mark, until we get past this 60,000 mark, which ties in with this higher high, we cannot confirm the full reversal yet. So I'd still hold a little bit of caution, but this is great news so far. And then if we can head above 61,681, which is the top of this really important green resistance and support level, then we can now say that we're ready to head higher on Bitcoin. But more importantly, what does this mean for Phantom? This is great news, because if Bitcoin is heading higher, we're seeing right now today that altcoins are starting to move at a multiple of Bitcoin. So what does this mean? Well, guys, if you want to know and you'd like this blend between technical and fundamental analysis, hit the like button, subscribe. And I want to show you something very important first, because you can see here on the fear and greed index, we're sitting at 32. Let's put this into perspective. Let's take a look at this graph below. Throw me out of the way there. You can see that 22, which is about here, look at that compared to what we faced in the years earlier in the year in the June and July period. We were in the early to late 20s, from 22 to 27, even hit 10 numerous times here. We've not seen extreme fear in the market. Even when Bitcoin retraced right now, the market was confident. And that is getting me thinking, are we now going to head towards an altcoin season, right? Because we saw even in this pump up to when Bitcoin was running, we did not head into a full Bitcoin season right now. No, we didn't. And we've not yet headed into a full altcoin season. So could we now be rotating to the upside and heading towards an altcoin season? These are the things we'll need to keep an eye out. Now, before we can understand that, let's take a quick look at Bitcoin dominance. I promise we're going to look at the Phantom chart very shortly, but let's take a quick look at Bitcoin dominance, because Bitcoin dominance is creating a very interesting pattern on the daily chart. You'll remember here that we were forming this M pattern. Okay, and you can see I've already got it drawn on, but let's draw it again. Why not? And you can see this massive M pattern with a neckline here at 39. Now, if we break that, there's going to be significant move to the downside, which shows that altcoins are gaining strength against Bitcoin. And I'm seeing this, right? If we look at coin market cap, we are seeing now Bitcoin is pumping 3.5% right now. Ethereum's moved 5%. This is what we're used to. Binance coins move 8%. Right? Solana, as over the last 7 days, has moved 8%. Today, it's not moving. You've got, you even had Cardano up a couple of percent. You've got Matic, you've got Avalanche up 6%. You've got Luna up 10%. Litecoin up 8%. Now we're starting to see altcoins moving. Chainlink up 5.5%. And that's when we start to get clues that we may be seeing an alt season. And that could spell great times for Phantom. And we know that on Phantom, we've got a beautiful chart pattern right now. Let's pull up the Phantom chart without further ado, guys. If you appreciate this, you've got to smash up the likes, guys. I'm giving you all the secret nuggets right now. So what are we seeing here? Well, on Phantom, I'm going to switch over to the 4 hourly. It's much more clearer. You can see that we were breaking out of this makeshift W pattern. Okay, you can call it an Adam and Eve. You can call it a W pattern. At one point, I even thought it was going to be a head and shoulders pattern, but we got this pattern and we broke to the upside. Now, our technical price target continues to hold at $2.75. Now, why do we have these, couple of 4 hours, the two red 4 hourly candles here? What happened here? What's the issue? Well, if we switch over to the hourlies, you can see here in a bit more detail, this is normal behavior, right? When you're going to head over to our price target, you don't just do this and hit your price target. You build towards the price target, and there'll be ups and downs, and eventually you'll hit your price target. But in this case, there's nothing to be worried about right now. You've had a little bit of a cooling off, and what we can see is if I bring out the EMA ribbon, you'll see exactly what I mean. This is nothing but a small cooling off, and we've never lost our hourly EMA ribbon, okay? So this is a perfectly, beautifully nice uptrend here on Phantom, and we should get a nice bounce here off the EMA ribbon, head higher than the previous high there, and head towards our $2.75 price target. If I bring out the VPVR as well on the hourly, you will see there are levels of resistance, particularly at these points, which is why we're getting a little bit of a cooling off before we can head higher into some more green space. So everything's looking really good on Phantom. But what I want to spend some time on is, where do we go from now? Well, if I zoom out and head back to the daily chart, we will know that, let's just remove, we don't need the VPVR. We know that on Phantom, the critical piece now is going to be, can we get back to the neckline? And what I mean by that is, you'll remember this level right here. This level at $2.89, call it $2.90. This was an important level for us, and we need to now get to our price target at $2.75 from this W pattern, build on that. It may take a little bit of a time, and then we need to get through our neckline at $2.89. If we can do that, that is going to be great news. But so far, this W pattern has been amazing because it's taken us off our support when we were scared of lower levels. We were even at one point thinking $1.65. We managed to bounce from $1.79, and now you can see from this green daily candle here, which closed above the EMA ribbon, we are now back bullish on Phantom on the daily chart from a technical perspective, and that should then set us up for a good move to all-time highs. Just to remind you guys, what is my Fibonacci swing low to swing high? I've shown you this many times. I see us getting to the golden ratio 1.618 level mark of $3.91 on Phantom very, very soon. You can see from my messy drawings here, this was just a calling off. You can see we got a bounce perfectly here at the 0.786 mark at $1.96. That was beautiful. Look at how that green candle came into fruition exactly at the level and took us back up. And that should now set us for a good move back to all-time highs and then higher to our golden ratio. And if you want me to tie the fundamentals like I do, the time for layer ones has never been as hot as it is right now. People are understanding that ETH 2.0, the next deadline is coming up. Is it going to get delayed again? What is going on? There's so much more usage happening day to day with metaverses and various things happening right now, and they all need powerful layer one solutions to run off. And that is why Phantom is super undervalued right now. If you look at its market cap to total value locked, guys, please watch my videos. I've done so much fundamental analysis, so many great undervalued projects on Phantom. And that is why I can just see it as a value proposition. Phantom is an absolute no-brainer. And I think the market is starting to understand that compared to an Avalanche, compared to a Luna, and even an Algorand, which we cover on this channel, Phantom is an absolutely great value proposition, right? What you're getting for your money is amazing in terms of what they've managed to build out. So there you go, guys. There is what is happening with Phantom. Really exciting times. As long as Bitcoin can maintain its strength, Phantom should head on higher from here. It is one of the stronger coins right now in the market, which has managed to bounce so powerfully compared to some of the others. And like I said, whenever Bitcoin has a crash and recovers, keep an eye out on which altcoins bounce back quickest. The ones which bounce back quickest are the ones which are in favor. And there's a cheeky little clue for you guys to take away on your crypto journey. As always, guys, if you appreciate items like this, then please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. If you want to support this channel out just a little bit more and you appreciate the kind of videos I'm bringing to you, then consider becoming a member of this channel. You can hit the join button and support the channel, but more importantly, you'll get access to our community thread. And there, all the members can message me directly on which coins, which projects they want to look at, even if they're ones which I don't cover on this channel generally. As always, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.